Hello everyone, today I'm going to discuss MS Excel. After this session, I hope you will learn about Microsoft Excel, application of MS Excel, working with a spreadsheet or worksheet, how it can be created, formatting, and there is a different cell and there is a cell referencing also, relative cell referencing, absolute and mixed. I'll explain with the example, working with the basic formula like sum, average, count, countif, and Excel provide beautiful functions inbuilt like statistical function, financial function, logical function, mathematical function, and some other function are also available. So now I'm going to discuss about Microsoft Excel. And Microsoft Excel is an application software like other softwares, MS Word, MS Excel, which is used for particular task or specialized um, software, which is generally used for calculation part, analyzing the data, interpreting the data, information gathered into it. So it has been distributed and written by Microsoft. Generally it is used for business purposes and accounting purposes. You can record number of transactions, and by default MS Excel has a extension with .xls, but after 2010 onwards its extension has been extended, so it has saved the data in the .xlsx um, extension. And now I'm telling you about the application of Microsoft Excel. It can store a huge number of data, performing so many calculation. It perform data analysis and interpret the data, visualize the data in the form of chart, diagrams, etc. It is used for accounting purposes, budgeting. Even the HR people can use it for making the salaries, and the different record has been kept like calendars, and schedule is also made under this. And if we open the MS Excel, its first sheet like this. So I'll go with the demo. Firstly, you have to click on the start button, and then you have to go to all programs. Then you have to select MS Office. Under the MS Office, MS Word, Access, PowerPoint are there. You have to select MS Excel. So I'm selecting this one. In my computer there is a 2007 version, so it's appear like this. So it is a palette in which you can fill any color, or just like in a page you will write with a pen. So here in Excel, this is the work area, this is the worksheet in which you can write. So firstly I'm going to tell you about the difference between workbook and worksheet, or you can say spreadsheet. Workbook is a collection of all the sheets. There are a number of sheets in a, you can increase or decrease the sheets in MS Excel, and the collection of all these sheets are called as a book, workbook. And so this is your title bar, where the book one is written on the top of the sheet, and in the bottom of the sheet it is called the status bar. So these are the menu bar, in which home, insert, page layout, formulas, all these are the file menu. And this is your quick access toolbar, in which all the tools are available on over here. You need not to go to the insert menu and apply it. You can simply apply by clicking it. For example, you want to bold any text, or italic, or you want to use these borders, you want to size, increase the size or decrease the size, and if you want to do alignment, so you can use from the quick access toolbar. This is the ribbon, and so under this you can find all these things, so that you can use directly. So now I'm going to tell you about this is your formula bar. So whatsoever you will written here in any cell, it will appear here. Like for example, you are writing here the text name, so it will appear in the formula bar, and the reference of the cell, the name of the cell is here. So by default in 2010 MS Excel, you will find 10 lakh 48,576 rows. So these are the rows. If we talk about, this is the row bar, the arrow which is appearing. So this is the row bar and these are the column bar. So row runs horizontally, whereas column runs vertically. So these are the columns vertically and these are the rows, this is horizontally. So how it has been named? So d3 means the column name is D and the row number is 4. So the name of the cell is d4. So you should know about the cell referencing, because without knowing the cell reference you can't perform any task in MS Excel. It's a beautiful function given by the Excel. So by default there are 3 sheets available in MS Excel, but you can increase and decrease number of sheets. For example, you can insert a sheet. So it will ask you worksheet. Yes, I want to insert a worksheet. This is the 4th number. If you want, then another options are there. If you want to delete any worksheet, for example, let's say I want to delete this one, so I'm deleting this one. So 1 2 3 are 3 has gone and 4 is appear because we have inserted 4 and deleted 3. So we can rename also. We can rename with a text, with a number, or you can mix it up. For example, regression. And if you want to save this with the question 1, so you can rename with the question 1, and here you can rename with the question 2 by clicking the right. So rename it with the Q2, question 2, and so on. So this is how you can rename it. Now for example, you want to rename with the numbers, as I have done with the text. So I'm replacing it with the rename with the numbers. You can do it like this, 44. So you can rename any of the sheets. These are the number of sheets you can increase, and if you want to move your sheets from this place to that, you can do that. So it will ask you, for example, I want that regression sheet should come after 2. So this, so it will come question 1, question 2, and after that regression then. So here also, for example, I have written in Q1 name and roll number and the marks. So if I want, for example, there are so many data, I want to copy this same to another file. So I can copy whole of the data, entire sheet, into another one. So this is the question 1 sheet name as a question 1, and I'm just copying this one. So it will ask you create a copy. Yes, I want to create a copy. Okay. So this is the copy of Q1. I have named one sheet number 1 to Q1, and this is the copy of Q2. So similar data you will find in both the sheets. So likewise, so this is there. Then view code. Sometime you can give some codes, so you can see. Then comes your, if you want to protect your sheet after entering all the data, after performing so many tasks, if you want to protect your data, so Excel provide a beautiful function in it. So protect the data by entering the password. So I'm just writing 123. Then it will ask you to re-enter the password. So I'm entering the password 123. So it is protected now. So you can open or you can edit the data while only using the password. For example, now you want to modify it, it will deny because it is already protected sheet. It can't be opened or modified. It will be opened, but it will not be modified. So for example, you want to hide this duplicate copy of the sheet, so you can hide it, but you are the only person, you know that there is another sheet, nobody can else know about it. So if you want to unhide sheet, so you can unhide the sheet. It will show which sheet is unhide. So there is only one sheet I have hidden, so this is you can make it unhide. So it is like that. So going with the each and everything, with taking fake data. For example, I want to delete this file. I'm working with the delete. Yes, I want to delete this one. So I'm taking fake data over here to make you understand the things. So uh, let's say mark sheet. So you can increase the width of the column. While the plus sign appear, you can drag it like this. So I want to make a sheet and I want to apply some borders. So I'm applying this border. So here I want that border should be underlined. So just like in Word document, in the similar way you can use all these features whatsoever in Word, it has been here also. So first one, for example, serial number. So if you want to delete any row or a column, you can delete it by selecting the cell. Everything is performed in any cell while selecting a particular cell. For example, you want to delete this column. So it will ask you whether you want to shift the cell to left or cell up or entire row or column. I don't want to delete the row, I want to delete the column. So I select it like this, so it has been deleted. So likewise, so here I'm taking English marks, English, statistics, to more clear about all these functions. Then comes your computer, total marks. You can increase the width of the column. So total marks, marks obtained, let's say an example, the percentage, I want to use some border over here. So you will find this border will not appear, so you can apply the border that also. So likewise 1 2. So Excel provide a beautiful function over here with the relative cell referencing. I'll tell you what do you mean by relative referencing. For example, this is 1 and 2, so it will take the by default it will take the relative references whatsoever happen here. So similarly it will take and copy the reference of the particular cell. So I have dragged it till 10, so it has used the relative referencing. For example, the name, I don't want then that name should come here, I want that it should be appear over here. So if I want to delete or I want to delete this cell, I'm sorry, column. So I want that after this I want a name, so I want to insert a column. So I'm inserting the column over here. So wherever you are selecting the cell, they will ask you right or left. Okay, so here I want insert column. Okay, I want to delete this one. Delete column. I think it is clear to you now. So I don't want them because the roll number is too much width. I don't want, so I want that this should not be there. So you can apply the cut, copy, paste. Everything should be there in a cell. I want to cut it, Control X. Then I just want to paste it here only, Control V. So you can increase the width. So here the name of the students or name of the employees depend upon you, because I'm taking the marks, so name of the student. So likewise, so I'm taking here 110, 115. So there are three type of cell referencing in MS Excel. First one is relative referencing. Under the relative referencing, that means it relate with another cell. So what is going on here? There is a difference between both the cells. There is a difference of 5. So when the plus sign appear, you can drag it. It will copy the references whatsoever. Similar formula. Okay, so here likewise you can change according to your requirement. For example, you want the odd number over here 113, and so it will copy the formula like this. So now the name of the student, for example, Amit, Riya, Shalu, Bhumi, Manoj, Fatima, Prayag, Nishtha, Deepika. You can take any data. Harsh. So I'm entering the data in here. I have entered the data in text form. Now I'm entering the data in the marks form. I mean to say in a number form. So let's say an example 67, 68, then 60. In next cell I'm taking 45, 47, 43. Similarly 87, 86, 83, and here 33. You can use the numeric key also for entering the data, like 35, then 40. I'm choosing 30, 30. Then here I want 90, 95, 94. I want to take all the ranges. I took 80s, 60s, then 50s, 50, 55, 54, 37, 50, 84, 10, 12, 15, 70, 70, then 72. So 70, 30, 40, all the ranges as there. But for example, I'm using here 40s, 60s, 65, then 66. So we are entering the formula, a number here. So I'm applying all the functions. For example, I want that mark sheet should be bold. So you just select the cell and make it bold from here. And if you want to increase the size, so you can increase the size from here, like I want 20. So in quick access toolbar, and I want this one. Now what I want, for example, let's say I want that the alignment of the column should be left align, and so you just select all the columns, left align, so you can make it left align. So if you want to color it, so you can apply any color of it. So for example, I took red color. Similarly, just like you have worked in MS Word, similarly you can do it here. So sometime if you want to wrap text, for example, यहाँ पे we will take mark sheet of, you can use F2. Otherwise, if you want to edit this cell without F2, so it will deleted mark sheet for 10th class student. So it is not appear in the same cell, so you can wrap the text also, wrap text, so like this. So this is the example of wrap text when the things are not coming in the one cell and the space is required, so you can wrap the text, so like this. Then merge and center. If you want to merge the cell, if you want to merge two cells, I'll show how. For example, these cells should be merged together, so you can merge it. So two cell has been merged. Here you have seen row number 13 and 14, and D under D3, yeah, this is the D13 and D14 have merged here, so both the cell have merged. So you can do like this wherever you required. Control Z. So these are the basic functions, and for example, now I'm performing formula and function. Before going to that, I just want to tell you about how to name them. For example, if you want to save this file, you can save it by default. Whenever you are saving your worksheet firstly, so it will appear book 1, and you want to rename with the mark sheet. And MS Excel provide a beautiful function for compatible mode. You can save it into compatible mode. I'm selecting 97 to 2000 so that it can be open in any of the version. So I have saved it, and if I want to modify something, and if I want to make this copy or in original form, and I want to modify into another one, so I can use the save as function also. So save as is the same one. For example, this I want it should be with the name of Ankit Marks, with different name, or same file with a different name, or you can modify anything you can do. Or even it is also provided you a beautiful function to make this PDF. So you from here in 2010 onwards in MS Excel you can directly make it PDF. You need not to require any software, so you can make it PDF also. So you will find this sheet will into a PDF form. So this is into a PDF form. Now I'm coming to this. I think I didn't told you about this new. Just like in a Word, you can open a new blank sheet. It is a book 2. Why it is called as a book 2? Because I have already worked in a book 1, so by default it has taken another worksheet in a book 3, similarly another one. So do you want to save the changes? No.